Alright, so everybody, we are going on a walk today. I promised you a view of the neighborhood in which I live. We are starting out at the house in which I live, the 100-plus-year-old house. It is beautiful, it is gorgeous, it is under construction inside. So, the current time, you're not going to see it. So, as you can see, there's a house right there. Is currently being remodeled. It is a huge mess. But a lot of these places are actually either remodeled or they are abandoned. So, I mean, it's really a pity if you think about it. Like, at one point in time, there were people living here. Family, friends, you know. This one is a beautiful one. It is vacant. Nobody goes in there. It is split up into apartments. But again, nobody's there. So that's pretty sad on this side. Sorry about the loud noises. Here in Florida, for whatever reason, they like their vehicles loud. So that's pretty weird. See, not all of them are like really big houses. See, here's the other side. I don't know if you can see it. But that bluish house right there is my house where I live with my parents. This is another house. Luckily, somebody does live here. So, you know, these houses are, like I said, are 100+ years old. Some of them. Some of them I don't think they actually are. Like that one, I'm pretty sure that's not a 100+-year-old house. But this is, our neighborhood is called the Southern Historic District. And there's two historical districts. There's the Southern Historical District, in which I live. And then there is the Northern Historical District, which is beyond the highway, near where I live. I have never been there. So that's something. It's kind of a colder day today. It's like the low 60s, I think. And some people will be like, oh, that's not cold. Here in Florida it is. Because we're adapted to humidity and heat. Which is weird. Because I grew up in cold. But then again, I can be cold at 70. So here's another one. Beautifully remodeled. Gorgeous house. There's another one across the way. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you sort of can. Where the multicolored, kind of weird. It's kind of like a German-styled thing there. A lot of these houses were I don't know, they just, people also don't know how to drive around here. We're just left abandoned. So, it's a really sad thing. And there's that one over there. I think that one's being repaired, actually. Like I said, a lot of these are 100+-year-old houses, so there's one that's actually been recently repaired. So I can go on the street and get a better shot if somebody doesn't hit me here. Florida, you never know. He did a wonderful job. He apparently has a degree in architecture. He did it absolutely the style it should be in. My parents are trying to do the same thing. It's just really super expensive to do. Here's another one. Beautiful, right? Gorgeous. Morning. See, there's some remodels going on down there. This one is a bed and breakfast. If you ever want to come to Palatka, stay there. It's gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. And they need the revenue as well. So that it is called Grand Gables Inn Bed and Breakfast. This over here is the doctor's house. I think somebody owns it now, or else I would go up and show you guys the insides of it. But I think somebody owns it now. I am honestly not sure because there's a truck right here. Could be from the next door neighbors, I'm not sure, but it is simply gorgeous. Let's just go up and see. I'm not going in, of course. I just want to see if they are actually remodeling this. I don't know if you can see in, but it is gorgeous. Oh, it is astoundingly gorgeous. See, and see these plaques. I hope my parents get one because look inside. I hope somebody actually bought this house. Though as I look inside, I kind of get this eerie feeling. I don't know why. But it's gorgeous inside. And we are actually making our way down there. It's the St. John's River. There's more in the back, but I'm not going to go exploring anymore in the back there. Technically that would be trespassing, and that is not something I want to be caught for. We also have flowers still blooming here, believe it or not. I'm coming up with some pretty ones. Look at these pretty little flowers. I don't know what they are. They're gorgeous. Simply gorgeous, darling. Yeah, some more historical houses. Oh look, there's a boat in that driveway. It's pretty. People would think that living here means, like living in a historical district means you're rich. It's not necessarily true. My parents are not rich. The azaleas are blooming. I don't know if you guys know what azaleas are. If I come upon a bush that I can actually get to, I'll show you. See, we still have roses blooming as well. Hello, Rose. How are you today? This cold, brisk morning in Central Florida. There is the Great St. John's River. Oh, more flowers. You guys jealous? I'm not. I would go down the other way, but there's somebody walking their dog down that way, and I don't want to interrupt that. I know what it's like walking the dog. And we have one that's really friendly. It's like, oh, friends with everybody. And some more blooming flowers. Keep on just forgetting to show you guys these houses. These amazing, beautiful houses. 100-plus-year-old houses. There are actually empty lots as well, where there used to be houses. Notice that not all of these historical houses have name plaques on them. I think it's because they charge, which is weird. You think that the historical society here would be like, yeah, we want you to put a name plaque upon your house. Or something like that, you know. Here's another gorgeous one. Oh, look at that. Can you see the chimney on that thing? That is beautiful. I wonder if that was like handed down or if they actually had to like rehab it. A lot of these they did have to rehab. I'm pretty sure. We do actually have quite a fair amount of fairs and stuff here. Like this one is just called the Manse, 1909, circa 1909. I swear I hear people walking behind me. There's nobody there. There's another one. We're gonna go up this cobblestone street. By the way, if you guys are looking for old historical house in the neighborhood in which I live, there's a riverfront property for sale. Let's go up and look at it. And it's expensive, it's riverfront, so, I mean, I wanted to go walk up that way, but there's that gorgeous house that's for sale. It's listed on Zillow, apparently in Trulia. There's that. How gorgeous it is. I don't know how much the upkeep is, so don't ask. It's another one. I'm going to turn back around. Walk up that street. I guess it comes with that property right there. Or you have to sell it, or they're selling it off differently, and I'm not sure. These are actually old historic. They've been here since starting of this place, I'm sure. Around 13 minutes, by the way. This might be a longer one. It's another shot of this one for sale. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous house. Apparently there's another inn here. I'm not exactly sure if it's an inn. I'll give you a shot of a house across the street when we get to this other thing that's called the inn, the Bartram Inn. Bartram. Sorry, Bartram. See, I think that house is also going into ruin, but look how beautiful it is. Like, seriously, guys, if you have the mind for it, help Palatka out. Come here and restore some of these old historical homes. We need it. One, to make these neighborhoods a little bit more safe. I mean, it's not a bad neighborhood. To say the least, it's not. We don't really have that crime. On the other hand, we do have crime. So, I mean, it depends. I mean, the crime that we have, it's like petty. Like stealing. I think that one's split up into apartments as well. I think that's stupid. So, across the way here. Hey, I have a question for you. When was the last time this house over here was occupied?
Probably about 10 years.
Really? Nobody lives there anymore? That's a shame.
Yeah.
So I'll show you this house that I asked this guy about. Has beautiful wrought iron historical gate stuff. I mean, usually I'm not like this outgoing, but look at this. So beautiful. 10 years this has gone dilapidated. Nobody's lived here. You know, you kind of wonder why people would do this. You know? It's just one of those things. It's just what was once full a happy home. You know, look at that pretty gate. And now it's just wasting away. Like I said, you guys, if you ever have a mind to remodel, try Palatka out. I know the historical home that me and my parents live in wasn't that expensive. Another one. That. It's called the Children's Mural Project. They painted all around this building. I don't know what this building is. Oh, look. Palatka's roster of famous baseball players: Pop Lloyd, Marion Spit, Babe Ruth, Lefty Turner. I didn't know Babe Ruth was from here. The Azalea Bowl. I haven't found any azaleas. Sorry, guys. Maybe next time. It's also that really blue house. But I'm like a little bit more interested. 5-cent oranges. I'll buy them. More. This is street. You can see, like, these are empty properties that used to have houses on them. But because people leave them to go into ruin, they ain't nothing left. There is no way that they could leave it up, because it's just one of those houses that is a hazard to have around. And some of these people do buy these houses, but really don't have the funds to keep them up. So I mean, it's just one of those things, you know. It's a two-headed sword. Two-sided sword? Two-sided. As I'm getting back to my own street, I'm gonna end up saying goodbye, because we're almost at like 20 some odd minutes. But I just really wanted to show you guys these houses. And there's another one. See, isn't that sad? Once upon a time, a happy family lived there. It was full of joy and everything, and then the next minute, gone. Just leave it. Leave it to Mother Nature to just reclaim it all. There's another one for sale. Actually, these people who are selling it, we bought our house from. So here's another one. They specialize actually in the historic properties here. And I think the Southern Historic District. Here's the one that I kind of like call the gingerbread house. It's really dramatic in nature because of the coloring. It has a plaque too. The plaque just says 521 Kirby Street. So it's like not anything big. So we are headed back to my street. And I want to thank you guys for coming along for this walk. I mean, it's not the full gif of the neighborhood, but I think you guys get it. So, I'm walking. I kind of want to just say thank you again for joining me here. And remember these very important things. Be brave. Be you. Be wonderful. And also, I love you guys. Bye.